So here we go. It's walking from Tolsta to Port of Ness in the north of Lewis. It's 10:30 in the morning. The weather is Scottish and I'm hoping to take 4 hours. So here we go on. Landmark number one, the Bridge to Nowhere, which according to my 5 minutes of research was built in 1921 by somebody who wanted to build a road all the way to Ness and ran out of either time, money or energy. And here it is. I like the bit of graffiti. Okay, so according to the very helpful placard down on the beach, the bridge was built by a guy called Lord Leverhulme, who bought the island, which is a thing you could do back then, just shortly after the First World War. And he had big plans for the place, one of them including a road up to Ness. And unfortunately, all the soldiers coming back from the First World War had other ideas, and there was a thing going on at the time called the land struggle, which is fairly self-explanatory. And so he got as far as that bridge down there, and then due to the land struggle, Lord Leverhulme sort of stuff your road, and then left. Well, the people who lived there actually got some land to live on. So, beach where my wife is doing some metal detecting. Just seeing if I can zoom in and spot her anywhere. We've arranged to meet in Ness in 4 hours' time. So stay tuned, see what happens. God, it's terrible around here. Okay, so this is where the road peters out. My motorcyclist friend has thought, nah, and decided to go back onto the proper roads, but obviously I'm made of certain stuff, so here we go. Doesn't look that bad so far. Later, it's like this. Apparently we follow these green markers, so keep those in sight and I won't get horribly lost and possibly die. Someone has come this way before. I'm assuming that slug didn't carry it all the way up here. But have a look at what this thing is. I'll have to tell you all about it, but as far as I can tell, it's a thing. Shilling, maybe? I don't know. It's a thing. It's not a cairn. Somebody used to do a thing in it. Don't know what. Yeah, trying to drop your phone. That's the official marker post for the official route. I'm travelling along this route, which is the sheep path, because sheep get a lot of stick, but if there's one thing they're really, really good at, it's walking around moorland, so I'm going to go with what they know. We're sticking with the original plan, which is keep the sea on your right hand side. So head that direction, don't turn that way, don't turn that way. So off we go. I think we've worked out where we are. See, little cove with a big stack in it. Little cove with a big stack in it. Stunning. I've got to go around a bit of a headland now, so I decided to get off the cliff path and go up the official route, which involves walking across a couple of 100 metres of bog. And all I can say is, like, thank God for Gore-Tex. And yeah, I definitely think the sheep had the right idea. So anyway, we'll go around this little glen and then, I don't know, see what happens. The day is young and I'm not really. Stupid idea wasn't to take this route. This is going to be fun. Look, a thing. Wasn't expecting to see that here. Anyway, here's the official path, and we have a choice between the official path and the sheep path. I can't really see any marker posts anywhere. Can you? Maybe there? Is that it? So we have to get over to that bit, yeah? Or we do gooey clamber down the side of the glen and clamber up that side again. Oh well, I'm going to do that one. So, I don't see a body, so here goes. So, I didn't drown or break my leg or anything, so good. I was joking about this getting all a bit Blair Witch, and what's this place then? Looks abandoned, sadly. I was going to go in and put the kettle on, but anyway, onwards and upwards. So to summarise, not the easiest part of the route, but that's Tolsta, where we started from. Anyway, 2 hours in, slightly over half distance. Yay! Again, the perennial battle of man versus sheep. Man-made route this way, sheep route along the cliff. Now, the man-made route, the man-indicated route looks straighter but boggier, so I don't know, we'll find out, I guess. And sums up, we had that bridge right at the start of the thing. It sort of kind of says something about around here. You know, some guy comes along with a big idea, like, I'm gonna make loads of money, and then all the locals were like, nah, I'm good. And it's kind of find that played out here. Like, here I am slogging across a bog, or I could just go over to the path that the sheep have already made, who know exactly how to get across it. And anyway, life, eh? The marker post, there is no marker post. I'm currently walking through something that looks like the surface of Skaro, just heading due north in the hope that eventually this will end. This for a game of sticks. I can see the coast over, I can see the sea. Oh, that was not fun. So it's all like that. It looks lovely, doesn't it? And it's all bog. This is the nicest terrain. This is the nicest it gets. And so yeah, big shout out to whoever, Walking Hebrides, whoever has put all the posts up for just taking you down the path and just dumping you with no indication on the most dangerous and difficult bit. But anyway, what's the point? I'm alive, and I can see a thing in the distance. Something other than a mobile phone if I'm going to carry on doing this. Whew. Anyway, that's another ribbon jumps. Hopefully this is the last one. But you know, anyway, the end is in sight. Colour returning to cheeks, sense of humour returning, and onwards and quite literally upwards. We have this incredible gorge that we just crossed, and then there's a wee old black house, which I'm guessing somebody lived in once some time ago. And if you think about it, back in the days when it wasn't roads and you all had to get over by boat, that's quite a nice little sheltered cove to land in. So why wouldn't you want to live here? You farm your sheep, your cows up on the moors, and then you stay here. Quite cosy, really. God, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I? Little cold. Imagine climbing up here to get your lunch. We found somewhere without any wind noise. There's a thing. There's a church. I think so. Can't remember the guidebook. Anyway, that over there in the far distance is the Scottish Highlands, Cape Wrath, and Over there is the port of Ness and the lighthouse, which is that's the end. Nearly there. I can record without masses of wind noise, but anyway, if you look over there, there's a black house, and inside there's a more modern house. Who'd actually want to live up here? But it goes back to the land struggle that I was talking about earlier, and it was a case of you needed somewhere to live. And we don't really have, well, issues are different here. I'm not saying it's better, but there was a time when you needed every scrap of available land to farm on, and people had to live where they could. Even so, it's pretty bleak, isn't it? But once again, imagine living there. Anyway, Ness is in sight. So I'm going to recklessly chug back all the rest of my water. Oh no, not one of these again. Yeah, okay, this one wasn't so bad. I'd like to go in and have a wee poke around that cove there, but not today, I'm afraid. So, here we are going inland again. According to the map, there's a good path. We've played that game before, but anyway, the civilization over there, so bit of luck. At the moment we're just walking across a bouncy castle in a gale. Bridge, path, sign. What does this say? The trespassers will be shot or something. Tour workers complete walkers advised not to follow these posts. Oh, cheers! I should have been following. Oh, what's that thing? May the sun be on your back, may the rose rise to meet you. Look at that! I'd have thought of all that whinging in the middle of the bog. You know, and here we are, nearly done, couple of miles to go. It's nice and safe. The whole route's been recorded on Strava, and I was walking along the cliff top, and I've got a fairly twisted sense of humour, and I was just thinking about the sort of falling off the cliff and Strava recording a sudden 200-metre elevation drop. But anyway, my sense of humour, and I can tell the joke now because I'm fine. Anyway, a big final shout out to my old mate Steve, sadly missed, who was quite a Scottish hill walker in his time, and his wife Hannah, who's also liked to climb the odd hill. Hope you're well, and yeah, this one's for you, Steve. Miss you. So there we go, that's what I've done. Starts off there, Gary Beach, Tolsta just below it, and that's the Leverhulme Bridge, and then we went all the way up there. This one I just cut straight across, that was down the Glen, which was, I'm sure you remember, and then this was the bit across the bog, which was no fun at all, and then the old church and the building, and then carried on that way, crossed that all again for some reason, because I'm an idiot, and then over to the path, found where we are now, which I'm not even going to pronounce, and to the end, and about there is a cup of tea and a slice of cake, and hopefully my wife. I have to admit, the last few miles of walking along a straight tarmac road has been a bit boring, but we're nearly there. So cake. Yay. About a mile to go now.